Alright, so here is the outlining video. Again, like I said, you don't have to do all the tree texture with pencil first. Just kind of lay things out with pencil first. And now you're going to go over it with your two Sharpies. If you just have regular, that's fine, but try to use the pointy tip for all the thin lines to make it look much thinner. Also, the faster you go with the Sharpie, the thinner it will look. So don't do this. Okay, press light and go quick. And especially if you have a ruler to do those thin lines, you can totally go quickly. And for the tree texture, quick. You can do it. But I do want you to still make this line at the very top of the mountain look much thicker. So you can use the side of the Sharpie for that. Okay? Again, this is the same Sharpie. So if you just have a normal Sharpie, that's totally fine. But if you also have a thin Sharpie, you can use that for all these inside details. Alright, let's go. So, for all the diagonal lines that are inside each of these sections, you will make sure you use a ruler for them. And I will outline around them as well so that I can see where I'm starting and where I'm ending. So let's go. And just be careful that you don't draw a line where you shouldn't. So just watch the top and the bottom of the ruler to make sure that you are only hitting where you need to. And if it gets hard, like if I'm in a section where I can't really see where the line ends, then you can just draw the lines without the ruler or go to the other side if needed. And that can help. Alright. And same with these little shapies. You do want to make sure you're still using your ruler. So outline around all these and then do the inside diagonal lines. All the diagonal lines are going the same direction. So I won't make you watch all of that, but look how cool it looks. It kind of looks trippy. Okay, so now let's do the trees. No. Let's first do the hill lines. And you can use a thin Sharpie for this, or what I'm actually going to do is the fine tip point of my thicker Sharpie. So I'm not going to make it look as thick as that line up there. But I want it to be just slightly bolder than the thin Sharpie. Again, if you don't have a thin Sharpie, that is totally fine. I don't have any more, so don't try to borrow one from me at this point. And also don't go out and buy one. It's just unnecessary. Okay, so I'm stopping at these trees just in case. So I'm going to come back to this area. Let's go ahead and start doing our trees now. Again, just like I told you in the sketching video, you'll start with that line in the middle. Please don't go past your border line. If you have some masking tape, that is going to be great. You can cover it up, that way you don't go over it. So use that if you have it. Okay, so start with diagonal lines. You don't need a ruler for this because it's a tree. It's very organic. It's supposed to look free-flowing and imperfect. That's just what trees are. Okay, this is a little hard to do on the edge without something covering my line. So I don't have masking tape right now, so I'm going to just use a ruler. Nice, okay. So diagonal lines is the first step. Next step, straight lines. I guess I could go through the whole thing. Smaller at the top, larger at the bottom. Next step, curved lines. These are my favorite. These are the ones we're going to do most of. But we start with the other ones to give it a little bit more shape. Okay, so then you're just filling it with the curved lines. Yeah. And keep going until your tree looks nice and full and you don't want to change anything about it. So this is the part that will take the most time before we move on to painting. Okay, so I'm not going to make you watch me do all the trees, but I do want you to get these done today so that we can start learning how to paint tomorrow.